Then there's the athletes who train to win. They train every day, every session, so that they win on match night. There are just those very few players who train to dominate. They train so hard that winning is inevitable.
I forgot about them.
The little like knitted ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, all the time. Cause we'd go to the restaurant here, Braceros.
Yeah.
And then they would always have them right there.
It's always the Mexican restaurants that has the best little like
I was saying.
fucking little machine, little toy.
Is there a beer coming in?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, bro. My right side's always the one that can't really grow in.
Bro, me too.
I just cut it.
Right here.
You feel me? I'm like, leave a little goatee, a little stash. You know what I'm saying? That's, huh?
You know what the sauce is?
What?
Eating that.
You feel me? And it makes sense.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Why?
I couldn't, bro.
I mean, like, why?
I mean, like, hey, once I find the one for me, I'll do whatever, brother. But
All morals just gotta leave the fucking room. You have to. That's it. Just gotta eat some booty. And then
hey, bro, I'll do it one day.
Once you do it, you'll become a legend. Cause they gonna tell you about it. It's gonna be a group chat. Like, not only was it good, he
ate the ass.
Think of my legend status. Yeah, you be talked about everywhere, man. Telling you.
Is the thing?
Yeah, I already put record on.
Ooh. Oh yeah, but that's your mic right there. You ever want to say something? Hey, just right here, just hold it. It's a little
try not to,
a little something, a little lunges I can do with it and stuff.
just try not to touch this part. It'll pick it up. Everywhere else we good.
Gonna be all tripping and shit. Gonna be all no. I thought you said touch it. My fault.
Touch it gently.
Ooh.
Feel? Oh yeah. Gotta pause that.
Pause.
Nah, man. Hey, we all slip out here and there.
You know, it happens to the best of us.
Hey, bro, I fuck with your watch, bro.
Appreciate you. I'm a watch person. I'm not really a shoe person, a car person, but I bought some watches. I'll save for you for a watch.
How many watches you got, though?
I got 10. About 10. I got a good little collection of them and stuff. I usually try to wear them like for the fight. One for weigh-ins, one for the press conference, and one for fight night. So,
Oh shit.
a little different, a little Thanos when it comes to collecting.
Okay.
Got stun on them.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Get some new batteries in them.
They do be running up.
I got one self-winding watch. I should have brought that one in. Like, you don't need a battery as long as you're moving. Like, if you start shaking and stuff, the watch will like tick by itself. It's
Real shit, though. Do you even check it, though?
Yeah, I mean I do, but that one I do like because I gotta keep it. Because there's this lady I work with, and she has a watch that's like old school. So I'll be like, "What time is it?" She'll show me, and I'll be like, "Big hand, little hand." You know, I gotta show outside school meant something. So I'm like, "Shit, fuck." I don't want to seem stupid.
Bro, I learned how to read the clock in school. Our math professor, he'll pull out a little clock.
That's what I'm saying.
And he'll be like mini games, and we'll win like candy and stuff every time we got the time right.
I feel bad, and like for anybody pull out like a random clock like that, like no numbers on it, and like guess the time on it. Like what's it? You get to hesitate and shit.
You gotta go 1, 2.
And I was like 12, 3, 9, 6. Like saying I was like 12, 3, 6, 9. Shit. Like she was like, I was like, what time is it, bitch? Like I pull out my damn phone. Like pull out this damn orangutan caveman clock. Like go outside and look at the shadows and shit.
Sundial.
Yeah, a little sundial. That's what they're called. I'm like, hell, might as well. Shit.
New generation.
Hey, you know what they say, bro? 3 fingers under the sun.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Okay, so fuck this. Like,
I learned that down in Mexico.
shit. God bless, bro.
You gotta hold them up. 1, 2. Nah, it's like 5.
you feel me? It's like 5 o'clock.
We're in America, bro.
Look
Hey, we
at
don't gotta do that no more, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm stuck in the old times, brother.
pull out the damn phone.
Stuck in the biblical times.
Was working out in the background. I just noticed that.
You didn't see him walk in?
I did. I seen him walk in, but I was like, oh, my fault. My fault. That's crazy.
Cut it right there.
Shit.
Well, man, I think we should get into the fight, man. How was the fight, bro?
It was amazing. I mean, the scene was phenomenal. Coming to Amarillo for my very first time, I didn't really know what to expect, and it was. I say I don't know what to expect, but it was everything I expected at the same time. Like the crowd was just as hype as I thought they'd be. Walking out was perfect. I didn't feel nervous at all when I came out there. Crawled into the cage. After I hit the crawl, I know I'm pretty secure.
Yeah.
So I hit the little crawl I was in, and I was like, all right, this is my moment. This is my cage. Like, this is
my
it.
time.
Just do your damn thing.
Would you say it's like a confidence boost when you do that shit?
Yeah, almost like a confidence boost in a sense, but it's really like more of getting myself just in the zone, just getting myself into the environment, the scene of like, all right, like you're in a fight, like crawl in there like an animal. So when I crawl in like an animal, it's like you just, because the fight's kind of animalistic once you think about it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's powerful.
you see like a street fight, it's like loud and everyone's like scraping and pulling and, you know, on the ground rolling around and shit, usually in a street fight. So I mean, it's kind of animalistic, and so that's how I just kind of think of it, just kind of be like an animal. So that's why I crawl into the cage like an animal, then I become like a monster,
Nah, I
ready
feel
just to maul my opponent, you know
I
what I
fuck
mean?
with that concept, though.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You were saying something about the Greek mythology too?
Yeah.
How you think of it?
Yeah, well, Greek mythology was really like a warrior mentality. I think of it more of like an African mindset. Like I'm an African warrior. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to war like for my tribe, and it's like stepping into the cage is like, you know, like the battle scene. It's just like you and like your tribes are all circling you and shit. And, you know,
Like
you
some
get just
primal shit.
Yeah, spears. You do the ritual. You walk out, and it's just like one of you guys are gonna walk out of there alive, and one isn't. So that's really what it is. But I also channel from a lot of spirituality like that. You know, Anubis. You know, the Greek gods and stuff like that, Zeus and stuff. I even got like a cool concept strip with like Anubis versus Zeus. So you know what I mean? I like to cross the mythology
Bro,
sometimes.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll pull a lot of these shirts out. You know, I got a lot of fight left in me, so we'll have a lot of merchandise and shit like that.
You said you make the mask and everything. You ever think you're gonna make one like of a Greek god or like a mythology? In general?
Yeah, I mean, I've done an Egyptian one. It's kind of hard to do like a Greek god because there's so many depictions of like Greek gods. Like if I pulled out a Zeus mask, like how would I do that? You know what I mean? Like people would be like, well, who is that? You know, it's just a handsome white man, you know, a mask, you know, some lightning or something like that. But it's easy to do like the African mythology or the Egyptian mythology as well. Like I said, I have an Anubis mask. It's easy to do those ones because it's like just more obvious and they're more fun. I feel like those cultures just have so much more diversity, culture, and color to them.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to like creating those masks, it's just like more fun. I can add more shit to it. You know what I mean?
You like that mask you had on?
Yeah, you know
Like,
what I mean? Just
honestly,
like that.
That one was nice.
Thank you. You know, the original Killmonger mask, you know what I mean? So just like that, you know, it's from like Black Panther, it's just like channeling that African energy, like that little, that battle that they had, Killmonger versus T'Challa, Black Panther, like the first one they had, like on the mountain and shit like that, like where it's just them and like bare, you know, bare body and just their fucking weapons. And same thing with M'Baku when he has like the little gorilla mask.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's why I have that one as well. And I'm thinking about redoing that one, making it a different color. Right now it's just like the basic, just like the color of stone. But So like I said, we'll get like a 3D printer usually, and like I'll get like the PDF file, I'll order it, and then we'll print out like the mask itself, and then just depending on like what kind of, I'm thinking the ideology, like I'll just paint it. Usually I'll get like a idea of it, some kind of show, some kind of cultural reference or something like that, and then I'll get the mask, and then sometimes I'll paint it the night before. Like sometimes that'll be like my peace, like my peace moment is like doing the mask the night before the fight, just get my mind off the fight and shit, and just focusing on something else, and that'll help too. So before the fight, just painting the mask, getting it all ready, getting it done and shit like that, and I'm like, all right. And then it's also, like I said, just like that spiritual ritual, like just getting the mask ready, like you're painting it before a battle. And I'm like, all right, once it's like done and stuff, like I set it out and I look at it and I'm like, all right, ready to fucking go. You know what I mean?
Is it like a shift for you whenever you put the mask on? It's like, oh, it's time.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah, like this last time was a little weird because usually I put the mask on, I usually don't take it off, keep it on. It's kind of weird because everyone backstage is looking like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like when people see you put on the mask and backstage, just kind of, you see the stares and shit. But this time I was like on and off because I didn't know like when I was going to walk out or not. So I kept hearing music because they're doing like their own promos for the show and shit. So I'm like, You know, just kind of peeking. I don't know if it's because it's my home crowd and stuff. You know, I'm just kind of taking it off and on. But you know, once I finally put it on and I hear my music and shit, and you hear like the people tell you like, you know, walk whenever you're ready. You usually hear like the last word from your coaches or something like that, and I'm like, all right.
This
Here it
time.
goes. Yeah, usually like once I hear the music, that's the first. Like my first step out. Usually I hear the crowd start yelling and shit, and I'm like, here we fucking go. And then I'm hyped. Like I don't get it. Like usually I try to come in focus and stuff, and I try not to play into the crowd and stuff. But as soon as I hear him, I get to like, you know what I mean, getting crazy.
You kind of have to at that point.
Yeah, I have to. You know what I mean.
Especially the way the crowd is going.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And like the kids too. You know, you come out, all the little kids are trying to high five you and shit like that, and just like. Getting in there and crawling in. This time was a little awkward though, because I forgot to take out my earrings, and so like like I remember like I don't know if it was the nerves or what, because like I went like to see the doctor, and then I went back in the locker room to take out my earrings originally. I was like, oh shit, like I still have these in, let me take them out. But I went in the locker room and I was like, I forgot what I was doing. Like I don't know what I was just, whatever, let me warm up. So I start like warming up and shit, and then I get to the cage, and thankfully I don't know how the ref peeps. I'm like automatically I get there, I take off the mask. I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, hug my coaches and shit, and the rest like earrings. So I'm like, oh. Now it's awkward, you know, I'm just like a ghetto chick in a fight. I'm like, you know, like taking out the earrings and stuff. I'm like, you know what, it's about to, you know, hold these real giving to my coach and shit. And he's like, I'll put them away. Now I remember like kind of murmuring to him, like, it's kind of a little embarrassing. He's like, you know, and I'm like, back to focusing, you know, kind of back to it. But hell yeah, man. Yeah, a little different, but I definitely felt more poised and calm in Amarillo. Like, I can feel the difference there. And other states and cities I fought in, like, I mean, either way, I kind of play with the crowd, because usually I'm like the out-of-state guy or like the out-of-town guy, so I'm like the bad guy, the heel. And so usually with the crowd like screaming anyways, I'm just like, all right, after the fight they'll fucking love me. But this time was different. I think that's why I liked it. I just kind of got in the cage and it felt very different, like walking around, like just felt like a normal day. And even like leading up to the fight, like driving to the event and shit, it's just like, usually I'm on my Google Maps, you know, I'm like trying to find the event center and shit, and I'm like stuck in traffic. I miss a turn, I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? But now this time I'm like 3 minutes away from the event. I'm sleeping at home and shit. I'm watching cartoons, like chilling with my dog, playing some Black Ops, some Warzone, and I'm just like, ah shit, 10 minutes till I gotta get up, you know what I mean? So I get up out of here. So it was a little bit different. I can say like more and less stressful. In a way, like, cause kind of out of town, like, all you got to worry about basically like checking in your hotel. So after you check into the hotel out of town, like, you're just basically waiting to weigh in, waiting to check in to fight, like, that's it. But this time, since I'm in town, like, and everyone's like here with me, everyone's texting me and like knocking at my door and stuff, and they're like, you ready? You know, and I'm just like, I'm napping, you know, but I mean, like, I guess I'm ready. They're like, I'll be there in 2 hours. You know, I mean, serious. Like, people come knock at my door and stuff now that I'm in town fighting, and be like, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just weird. And I'm like, are you good? Like, is there an emergency? Nah. I'm just letting you know, I'll be there. I bought a table. Good luck. You know, that's just something I'm like.
But you're like, it don't start in like 3 hours.
Yeah, you know, like, and getting used to fight days is already like a thing. Like, I'm just gonna release like a statement, almost like a voicemail before every fight from now on. Like, you get the same damn questions at every fight. Like, the people will call you, like your fans and your friends, and they'll be like, how do you feel? You ready? When do you fight? Around what time? Okay, but like, what fight are you? So if you were like to guess what time you're gonna fight, like, what time would that be? What if you got knocked out, bro? You know, what if you got knocked out, bro? Like, it'd be crazy. No, I'm not just throwing at it, you know, just knock on wood, but like, wouldn't it be crazy? You just get out there, everyone's watching, you just get knocked the fuck out. Just like, just knocked out. You know, just like, what if you lose? Or you just get beat up in front of everybody just the whole rounds, you know, when you fight again. Yeah, just like the same, like, loop, like, between everybody, like, and I just kind of have, like, the same, like, routine. I'm like, you know, I just kind of answer the phone the same way. I feel good. I feel great. I'm going to win the fight. I'm going to fight in 6 fight. You know, I don't know when that is. Fights are just going to go through. Just watch the damn event. Like,
So Marshawn Lynch when he said, I'm just here so I won't
I'm
get
just
fined.
here so I don't get damn fine. You know what I'm here for. Exact same way I feel. I mean,
you gotta have a voicemail for it, bro.
exactly. Just like, or like a copy and paste just to send to everybody. And like, some friends will know it. Like, they'll call me like, you know what I'm calling? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, Yeah, like even still, like I remember, like for this last fight, like it was like an hour before I was gonna go to the event, and I was like, let me just take like an hour nap. I shit you not, I can show you my phone, 28 calls within an hour, just within me trying to just nap before the event. 28 calls, just people. Yo, you ready? How do you feel? Don't get knocked out. I'm gonna be there. If I buy a ticket, you get knocked out, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, bye. Like just just like random stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, but usually like the family and stuff, you always got to enjoy like the people that watched you like from the beginning, like reaching out. So as much as I complain about it, like it is nice to hear about those, hear those people that have been with you like from like the jump since day one. Hit you up and they're like, hey man, just hope you're doing well and shit. So like, fighting Amarillo for the first time, like I think that's what made it special, because I had so many fans that like followed me. I basically built my career in Oklahoma. I have a couple fights in Texas, but when I first started my Ami career and like even parts of my pro career were in Oklahoma. And so just seeing like all the Amarillo guys that followed me down there and like finally get to see me in person up here in Amarillo locally was just like, it was special. So I'm not gonna lie, like fighting in Amarillo was really just a special moment. I'll never forget it. Probably one of my favorite moments by far. Like I think like in the future I'll look back at this fight and be like, this is something special. You know what I mean?
Because it was a good fight too. You put him away.
Yeah,
fast as fuck.
and that was my plan. Try to get in, get out. I feel like most of the Amarillo guys kind of did their own shit, did their thing. I feel like Cody in the main event kind of got robbed there. I feel like he should have won that, but yeah, that was my main thing. Since I was opening up the main card for the pros, I was like, shit, let me just make a statement. You know what I mean? Like, could have been a war, but I was like, nah, let me let them know what we do in Amarillo. Like, we come in there and we just put shit away, and so that's what I did.
I mean, most of the people that were from Amarillo just put him away like this too.
Yeah, everybody.
Exactly.
Amarillo went really good.
Yeah, and I feel like the Amarillo scene is kind of coming up too. The MMA scene all around is just kind of growing. Like, when I first started fighting, it just seemed like it was just very new to everybody, and like now it seems like everybody wants to fight. Everyone knows what fighting is. Like everyone has a favorite fighter in the UFC and shit. Like, and it's very weird for me. Like, I don't know. I guess I like it, but it does kind of make it a little harder, because now like everyone's fucking training to become a fighter. You got 5-year-olds like training in Dagestan to become a shit.
3 years.
Yeah,
3 years Dagestan.
That's it. Send them 2 years Dagestan, forget. You know what I mean? Like that. That's it. Like, and that's what these people are doing nowadays. All these Russian fighters and shit. I'm like, golly, like this just wasn't a thing when I first started fighting. So I don't mind it. And so I'm hoping that the Amarillo scene kind of grows with it. And we start to get kind of that love for fighting that. Because kind of south of Texas, you kind of see it a little bit more, the love for MMA. But other states like Oklahoma, it's like every single weekend there's a damn event. And so I'm thinking that hopefully Amarillo, especially with Peak doing what they're doing right now, all the events they're putting on, I'm pretty sure that like Amarillo will be next to have like just good fights coming up here, good local fights and shit like that.
That's why we're doing all this too, so we can promote it and shine more light on it.
Exactly. And so, and I like that, I like how like usually I think that's the biggest problem with the Amarillo, the local fight scene, is like some gyms, not all of them, just kind of like hate on other gyms in a way. And I feel like if it'd be like a family, you know what I mean, like
a union.
Yeah, like a union, like we're all like a local fight community, and it's just better for us to like, who gives a fuck where anyone trains at, as long as they're successful and like Amarillo's being put on the map. That's all that should fucking matter.
Like,
and so
even like the old school Mexican fighters, how Mexico versus Mexico. Why not do Amarillo versus Amarillo? That'd be a fucking show too.
Exactly. And I've been thinking that, you know what I mean? Like I said, in the press conference and even in my post-fight interview, there's a couple of gyms that have a couple of fighters, that I'd definitely love to run some rounds with. There's some guys that love to talk and run their mouth out. One thing about me is like I don't like being called out by nobody, and I kind of feel like when I'm like injured or like caught up in life, or I'm not ready to go fight wise, a lot of people want to call me out and have something to say. But after this win, like no one said nothing. I think that's kind of fucking. I think that's kind of fucking funny. It's saying a lot. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, all right, like. Once I'm like injured or something, you see I'm injured, now you want to fight me short notice and stuff, but like now that you see what it is.
That's all you got on the cage? And I'm like, can't kill it.
Yeah. I'm letting them know I'm back. You know what I mean? There's a couple of these local guys, a couple big gyms, and I really want to wait for the the card to play out, let those guys get that shine, because I still don't want to take away from those local fighters. And I think that's why I kind of took offense to some of the local fighters kind of shunning me in a way, kind of throwing a little shade, because I'm like, damn, I feel like every time local fighters perform, I'm very supportive. Even like the last Pete card in Amarillo, I made like my own little like video series on like who I thought would be like fight of the night, which fighter to watch, and up and comers, just shit like that. I always included my Amarillo fighters and tried to include those guys. And I just feel like now that the spotlight's on me, some of those guys aren't showing the same love, or like just a little bit more shade. Like in my face, they're all like, oh, what's up, man? But I peek the shade that's being thrown and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Like when I'm starting to do big things and stuff like that, it gets weird. Then want to go train, with the niggas I fought before. Want to go train with them, do some photo ops, take some damn pictures and stuff. Like we're all buddy and stuff. It's just weird, like. Yeah. You have a certain local fighters, out of, I think it's Lubbock or Plainview. I don't even know where the fuck this guy fights out of, but it's a little small guy. Probably comes up to my nipples, coming up here fucking calling me out, and now, like I said, now that I'm here for it, and I guess it just kind of makes it weird, because some of the people beefing with me were people I used to train with, I kind of came up with. Damn. I used to fight with, be with that little team and stuff. So I used to wear like their banner on my back. And once I kind of decided to switch up to do kind of better for myself, grow as a fighter, I started to see a lot of shade come from them. And it's kind of weird for me. I'm like, damn, I just kind of, I showed no hate to them. I still love y'all. I just kind of felt like my career would be better directed elsewhere, which is okay. I still could pop in and help you guys and whatnot. It's a ghost. No, I'm just playing. But I can pop in and help in whenever, but I started to see like the little shady looks, little side eyes. I was getting small little comments and shit like that. And so after a while, I was like, what, if it's fuck me, then it's fuck y'all. You know what I mean? And I guess it does kind of make it awkward, because one of my main training partners, Baylor, he's my homie. And so I train with him a lot, you know what I mean? But that's also my dog. We went to high school together. Like, we wrestled together in high school. So when we're in high school, like, it's funny that we're fighting now on the same card. I think that's what make that moment special as well. This is why I say, like, this card for me is, like, real special. Because I remember being in high school, we're like on the wrestling bus, and we're like, one day we're going to fucking fight, fuck this wrestling shit. We're going to fight one day. So it's cool seeing each other, fight on the same card, But when he won the belt, off of another Amarillo fighter, I started to see like the switch up and how those guys were acting and stuff. And for me, it just felt like it was all love. Like no matter what, an Amarillo fighter won the belt from a good organization, and I feel like either one of those guys could have been champion. And even though I used to train with one of them, one of them was my boy, one of them I've been with. So, but no matter what, I still buy shirts for everybody. No matter if you fight my boy, you're local, I'll still buy your shirt. I might just wear my boy's shirt. But I'll still show you some love and support. So I feel like for me, I think that's where my next arc is going to be, is handling that shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't play that. You know what I mean? Like people talking and like little words being said, and some shit popped off. Not at this event, but the last event, where I guess people thought they could like test us in that way. After the fight, I guess some of those guys felt real froggy, real weird, and so and once they seen how I am, I don't play that shit, and now like y'all see who I really am, and so now y'all don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with y'all, so I got a couple of local guys I think I gotta handle, and I think that'd be a cool thing for Amarillo, you know what I mean, locally, like take out two guys, the guy that stands up to my nipples,
one of them right there.
To your nipples.
Yeah, like just right there to the nipples, you know what I mean, like, and then he goes out there and fights somebody that I fought before, and just gets pieced up, you know what I mean? Just gets his fucking block boxed off his shoulders. So I mean, I don't know. I know I'm talking my shit right now, but I mean, I feel like it's, you feel me? I feel like it's well earned. So I mean, they go out there and try to, fight the people I fight, do exactly what I do, and then they see why, I'm the fighter that I am. And so I got those guys on my mind. Like I said, I'm gonna get those guys out of the way. And I think that's the real issue. Like in the press conference, I noticed some of the guys like they were asked questions like, how does it feel about being the villain? Some of the guys fighting outside of Amarillo, and they're like, oh, I'm not the villain. It's just all business. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck's the problem with being the villain? Like, fuck that. I'm the villain. I'm Thanos. I'm Killmonger. I'm all that shit. I'm fucking Freddy fucking Krueger if I need to be. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be that. And so I feel like in this game, it can't just all be friendship. So I think that's what I kind of learned this past few years is like, you got to be selfish, and you're going to create some enemies, and you're going to create, you know, a whole bunch of mindsets that don't agree with you, and that's just something you have to be okay with in this game. So the more I grow with it, I'm like, all right, so I can kind of, after this fight, I can kind of see how things are. And I feel like I'm just growing into my prime, to be real with you. Just how I ran through this guy, I feel like I'm going to be on a run running through a lot of these motherfuckers.
I'd love to see you, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
So, I mean, we'll get some of these guys out there, some of these local guys, that way they, you know, they ain't got no excuses. They got to travel far and shit like that. No, you can wake up and get beat up for free. You know what I mean? You ain't got to travel or nothing, no hotels or nothing. Just get out of your bed, drive to the Civic Center and get beat up. You know what I mean?
That's all it takes.
So I'm ready for the future. That's how I feel.
And you know what they say, man? You ain't doing something, or if you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm creating a lot of haters.
Shout out Ziggy Hood, man.
Yeah.
See?
So I'm doing something right. But hell yeah, man. That's basically it. Everything's been going pretty chill after the fight. Recovered. I'm probably going to take like a week off before I'm right back into it.
Yeah.
Right back into training. I still do like little small jogs and stuff like that, but I feel like my momentum's going pretty good, and I want to get at least 3 more fights in this year.
Yeah.
And then after that, we just kind of see where we're going, see where we're at, see where my coaches. I know my coaches are a little worried. I took this some short notice. You know, they're just like, I don't know, but I think I displayed how good I am now and how much I improved and shit. And so.
But as soon as I was doing that embedded series for the PFC,
Yeah.
as soon as they said you're in, I was like, bro, I gotta get this on.
What's up?
As soon as they announced you on it,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I gotta film this.
Yeah, I knew it too. As soon as I got announced, I was like, all right, I gotta make it a show. You know what I mean? I gotta make it a spectacle. But I felt nervous but confident at the same time. Like, I just do with my training, like, just how good I felt, like my lungs, and just how smooth and sharp I felt with everything. I was like, all right,
like you knew you had it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know once I got there to the event, you know what I mean? Like, all the ring girls taking pictures with you and shit. You know?
Come on.
Titties out. You know? I'm ready for this. You know what I mean? This is what I was born for. You know, first I was all nervous. They're like, let me get a little picture real quick.
Hey, but that helps.
Like,
it helps.
Come on, my baby. You know what? This is the life. You know what I mean? This is what the fuck I do it for. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got there and the environment felt good. You know, and like I said again, shout out to Peak Fighting. Like, man, the production and like the crew was amazing.
Oh yeah.
We had absolutely no problems at all. Even after weigh-ins, they had fruits and water and shit, you know, and like the locker room was cool. Backstage was cool. Like, we could still watch the fights if we wanted to, like production team and everything like that. So I can say like fighting for Peak was definitely one of my favorite. Definitely one of my favorite.
Most definitely. Shout out Johnny and the team, brother.
Johnny Ruffs, man.
Hey.
One of the good ones, you know what I mean? I've had some pretty damn shady ones.
They know I'll fight.
No, yeah, I mean, I've heard from other fighters. There's some shady organizations out there.
Yeah, I mean, the worst one I went through, I think it was Law. Now I don't want to name the organization. Now I can name them. Rage in the Cage. So I went there, man, like, oh my God. And this for like, I think it was my title fight. It was for my title fight, my amateur title fight. And like, yo, this makes it a big deal. It was like Halloween, so everyone could like wear like masks and shit. So I'll never forget this. This is like around the COVID area, like a year after COVID shit. And so like the main event was originally like 2 cats from Oklahoma, but one of the cats got like COVID. So he couldn't fight. He was like, I'm out of the event. So I knew the other guy, and he was like, he's messaging me. He's like, yeah, I'm out of the main event. You know, my eyes out. I'm like, oh shit, my bad, dude. You know, like, you know, hopefully I'll see you at the fight. So we get to the fights, and I see the guy at the main event. He's supposed to be the main event. You know, he's there dressed in normal fucking clothes, dads me up. Well, he sees the guy he's supposed to fight there, and he's like, bitch, you're supposed to be quarantined. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to have COVID. And so like they like start fighting, basically. Like, they get into a beat. Like, I'm backstage, like, just waiting for my fight. Like, he comes backstage, and, like, he's about to fight the guy, like, mask on and everything. So, like, as they get fighting, one of the security guards, like, sprays fucking pepper spray. Maces, like, I don't know if anyone's seen pepper spray. Yeah. Everyone backstage is like, like on the ground, like crying. Like, it is like a scene from a movie. Like, I'm just like, and I'm sitting with my beats on so I can hear shit, my music's playing and stuff, but you know what I mean? I'm like playing like, I'm like Young Thug or something. That's my best friend. I'm like looking up and like, people are like rubbing their eyes, like running out of the bathroom. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so like, they're like Mason, like everyone's running out and like, one of like the commentators who like steps up and like goes and like fights somebody because his girlfriend's like, she's like wearing some sexy ass shit, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, it looks crazy, and so like she gets hit on in the crowd, like someone like goes and hits on her, so he jumps off of the little broadcast desk and goes and beats up someone in the crowd. He's like a bare knuckle boxer, so he goes and like fucks up someone in the crowd, and so like they kick him out, but he has a fighter fighting on that card, he coaches. It's Halloween, he puts back on a mask and sneaks back into the event and is like cornering his fighter like with the mask and shit like that, and like everyone's looking for him, and like half the people backstage are like all red-eyed and shit and crying and like I'm just trying to win my belt, like dude, like this guy's like still talking, she's like, he said he had COVID, and he's like rubbing his eyes and stuff, you know what I mean, like that was probably one of my craziest fights. And even walking out, like everyone's cussing me out, like saying some wild shit to me, like that's when I felt like I was in the 1920s walking out. If you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know if I want to come back over here. God bless. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, like, I'm so glad I won the belt. And I was like, I'm never coming back to this motherfucking place again. Got on the mic. I was like, you motherfuckers are crazy. Like, y'all got like 3 teeth. Fucking crazy backstage fighting. Yeah, but I mean, so fighting here, you know what I mean? It was definitely like a ray of sunshine.
Yeah,
What was that at?
I think it was in Lawton. I'm pretty sure it was in Lawton, Oklahoma, which makes sense. Like, as soon as I came up in that place, I was like, ah, shit. I already knew like just the dirt and just like it was all sketchy as hell, but it's cool though, you know what I mean? It kind of just lead me to where I am right now. So hopefully I ain't got to deal with that shit no more. But
you had the whole character development.
Yeah, you know what I mean? My little arc is all built and complete and shit like that. So now I feel like we're kind of close. Now I feel like I'm on that on the verge. Like I said, I took a couple of fights early in my career. I feel like I just wasn't ready for it. Especially now, just knowing like the development in my striking and my grappling, I just feel like, damn, like if I had that earlier in those fights, I just know how they would have went and how differently they would have went. So I'm just like, now's my moment. That's how I really feel. Now's the moment. Now's the time, and I just don't see anybody stopping me right now.
Yeah, you got that climax.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm at that moment. I'm at the peak of my, and I'm still not even at my prime, I feel. You know, I feel like I'm still like 2 years away from it. Right now, I'm just building up to it. I'm feeling strong, powerful, you know, when I finish the fight. You know, I can hear the punches I was throwing, you know, from the top and stuff. Sounded like Jackie Robinson swinging a baseball bat or something. I don't know. So, I don't know. Like right hand hospital, left hand cemetery. So we're going to do some big shit this year. So
hey, that's the title right there.
You know what I mean? So that'll be that. Hell yeah! But I'm excited.
No, yeah, definitely, bro. Seeing you walk out, the energy in the whole arena just changed like that.
Yeah.
Especially, bro, the mask and everything. Everybody was hyping you up.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I want to try to switch up the whole like aura when I walk out. You know, the mask and like just the hypeness. I want people to feel like this is something to be excited about, you know, like this is an event, this is a spectacle of some sort. When I walk out, I want it to be some kind of spectacle, and when I fight, I want it to be a spectacle. Everything from the celebration to the finish, the walkout, everything should be just a show, entertainment, almost like WWE style, you know what I mean, like I'm HBK. Yeah, that's
what I told one of them. I think I told them I saw the mask. I thought automatically WWE.
Yeah,
that's what I told you, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, there's a reason why WWE is like one of the most entertaining, you know what I mean, sports programs in the world. You know, it's entertaining before anything else. You know, it's talent, it's skill, but above everything, it's just the spectacle of it all. You know what I mean? The ladders, the tables, the huge steel cage, elimination chamber, just like the over-the-top shit that people like. Remember, like they'll always remember, like, that's that guy with the mask. You know, they may not remember like all of the fights and shit, but they'll remember that.
The dude that ate the worms. Oh, what was his name?
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
You know, he's coming to get you. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro, he's never leaving my mind.
Exactly.
Bro, damn near gave me nightmares.
You see what I mean?
I forget I seen that shit at night, bro.
Yeah,
Never again.
Yeah, like if I bring up like Kane.
Never watched it.
You never seen the Boogeyman with eating worms? WWE, the Boogeyman eating worms. After this,
Bro, I don't watch
this.
WWE, bro.
I think you seen it, but you were young.
Yeah.
I watch
you probably
WWE,
forgot.
but yeah, I don't. You in the game? I don't play WWE.
Honestly, bro,
SmackDown versus Raw.
Sorry.
he was one of my
I'm
favorite
late as
characters
fuck.
in the whole game.
2006.
Yeah. After this, your main job is to go look at the Boogeyman on WWE.
That's my homework.
Yeah, this is-
Hey,
You never seen it?
with the clock, smash the clock against his head.
bro, every time he crawled out of the
Yeah.
under the ring, bro.
With the little fucking
Eating worms and shit.
You know what? Rey Mysterio too, bro.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Rey Mysterio. That's what I'm saying. Like John Cena, all the originals, Edge,
Give a hat
Jeff
to
Hardy.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. All those guys, but and the reason you remember those guys like Kane, Rey Mysterio,
Jeff
Boogeyman.
Hardy?
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. That's what I'm saying.
Undertaker.
Yeah,
and
swanton bombs and shit from
Randy Orton.
top ropes and shit.
Randy Orton. bro.
Randy Orton, he's still doing his shit. Stone Cold.
Bro,
And all those guys have like spectacles and shit.
Undertaker, bro.
Yeah, all of them. Like,
Ooh.
and the main thing about all of those wrestlers you can think about is they all had something you could just depict him of. You know what I mean? Like Stone Cold drinking the beer and
Yeah.
flipping people off, and like the stunner, the walkout.
DX.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. The reason everybody was getting in trouble in school. Tell everybody to suck it. Going back to school.
We were on that shit in elementary, bro. Dude,
Yeah,
Jeff Hardy
hell
shit
yeah.
from people's faces.
Tell everybody to suck it and shit. Crazy thing about watching those shows now is like, I remember watching like DX and Shawn Michaels, and then when I was a kid, and like now they're like fucking old as shit. Like, I'm like, damn, like, am I old too? You know what I mean? Like, damn, I remember watching these guys like in WrestleMania, and I'm like, holy shit, they're like in their prime and shit, like full grown hair and shit, like, and now they're just fucking bald and old, and you got the new shit. But even the WWE's changed. Like, I feel like now it's more for kids. Like, like when we were watching it, I feel like
I remember back in the day, bro. There was blood everywhere. You used to see the blood
Shit
all
they
the
would
time.
say
Yeah,
too and everything.
yeah. And it's like
But even John Cena looks old as shit.
he does.
Hell yeah.
Like something
Oh,
about him
yeah.
just looks different. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's like the hair. I don't know what it is. Something looks different about the boy.
bro, looks more ancestral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just looks just older, you know what I mean? Like, and like I said, I don't know. It just feels like this new WWE is more for the kids. I think it's more PG. Like we're at the age where Edge and Lita were like having sex in the middle of the ring, at some points in time, and like, or even like example, like John Cena's finisher. It used to be called like the FU and the STFU. Now it's called the attitude adjustment. You know what I mean? Or like stuff like that. Like that's what I mean. Like from the FU to the attitude adjustment. Like.
Or even the finisher, like, you remember Rikishi?
Yeah.
How they put his face in his ass?
You know what I mean?
That was the
Running
finisher.
people and shit with his butt and shit. Oh, he's like, he doesn't watch WWE, so he's like, what the fuck is going on?
They used to be doing flips from all the way up top and everything.
Yeah.
Like no like strings,
Bro,
nothing.
Mick
Like, bro,
Foley?
straight up.
Yeah.
You seen the match with Mick Foley and Undertaker?
Yep.
Where he jumps from the cage?
Yep. Throws him off the top of the fucking cage. Fucking. The other thing is Jim Ross Jr. Man, he made every single fucking match realistic with his fucking exaggerations. Triple H, you son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
You'll burn in hell.
you burn in hell. He's broken in half. God be my witness. I just witnessed a man die on TV. Like, oh, he's dead. Like in my mind as a kid watching, I'm like, oh shit, he is broken in half. Like, that's how Jim Ross. Like, what's his other name? Jerry. He's like, oh no! Like little screams he did and stuff in the background. You know, that's crazy. He threw him off and shit. He's broken in half. He's broken in half. I'm like a kid and stuff. So that's what I mean. Like, man, those spectacles and shit. I'm like, those moments, like, you know what I mean? Watching them as a kid and shit, like just. Anyone watching them, I'm like, you gotta kind of recreate that and fighting in some sense, with the mask or like high-fiving or jumping on the cage and shit or screaming or like talking back to the crowd. 'Cause that's what I used to do, like talk back to the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like fighting in like the Dallas area. Those motherfuckers are crazy. Like, good Lord, they're all drunk. And so they're trying to get you drunk when you're walking out to the fight. When you're leaving the fight, they're like giving you shots, like, and like beer bottles and stuff, like as you're walking out. They're like, here, and like give you a shot, and they're like take like a picture and stuff, like wake up chugging, like I was like tipsy, like before I even got backstage over there. I was like, think I took like 4 shots, like within
back to
20
back?
feet. Yeah, like.
And you take them for real?
Yes, like I'm like, I mean, probably not the best idea, you know.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so you can get laced.
you know, get laced and shit, just wake up dead. But I mean, like, I'm like, shit, just gotta trust the fans, you know.
Worst case scenario, you just do a hangover real quick.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
after-
Wake up in like Hong Kong or something.
Yeah.
Get roofied.
Oh yeah, after you want to fight though, you just feel so invincible and you're already hurting and shit. Cause like after that fight, I took that fight 10 days notice. And it was against this Muay Thai juggernaut. So it was like a fucking banger. And so I couldn't feel my body. Like I couldn't even drive after that. Like could barely walk. I was like throwing up. Like that fight made me contemplate fighting. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why the fuck am I really fighting? Like I could be working in the office right now. I can go back. I can go back to college. I can work a construction job. Like anything but this. Like I can't feel my neck. Like my ankle's fucking swollen. My shin has like 30 lumps in it. Like my eyes like swollen. I got elbowed for like the first time in my life. I was like, what the fuck was that? I don't know if I've ever been elbowed, but it's like being punched. Being kicked in the head. Being elbowed is like
Damn.
it's like getting hit by a baseball bat. Like I don't know how to like to explain it. Like
A sharp
it
baseball
hurts.
bat.
It's like, huh?
So demonstrate.
No, it's like clunk. Like that's the best way I can. It's like clunk, and you're just like, what the fuck? You're like looking around and shit. Like it feels like you like ran into like a fucking wall. Like
You start seeing the stars.
yeah, like not even though. Like when you get hit by like you ever been hit by like a solid punch? I know you spar and shit. Like you've been hit by you've been rocked by a punch and it just kind of like just rocks you. You're like, oh shit. Like I don't know. He hit me. I didn't see the punch coming, but like something clearly hurt me. Like I'm rocked.
But
Nah.
it's like a light switch too. Like
Yeah, it's quick.
damn.
Nah. Getting hit by an elbow is like, it just stings and it burns and it just feels like someone cut you. Like, it feels like getting hit with an axe. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, someone, like, the axe just stuck in your head. Like, I looked at the camera. I was like, I hit by the elbow the first time. I looked at the big screen. I was like, is my eye there? Like, what the fuck happened? Like,
Am I blind?
yeah, like, what did he hit me with? Like, what the shit? He bought a second one. I was like, all right, fuck this. Like,
I think one time, me and him were on my uncle, he has a little boat.
Yeah.
And he has like a raft that you can connect to it.
Yeah.
And you know how they just drag you?
Yeah.
Me and him were on it. And we were hitting some crazy like waves.
Yeah.
And I like out of nowhere, bro, I fold in half and knee him right in the nose, like right in the mouth.
yeah.
Bro, he like looked at me like damn,
Bro,
like what just happened to me?
I'm telling you. This feels like clunk.
When we hoop.
Oh,
Now he's a bit over. Like when you go for a layup, he goes.
Oh, he one of them.
nah, I don't do it on
DeMarcus
purpose,
Cousins.
bro. I don't do it on purpose.
That's DeMarcus Cousins.
Hey,
One of them types. You know
Can
what I
you
mean? Then it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I haven't hooped in a minute, but that's how I used to cut weight. You know,
That's how you used to cut weight?
Yeah, I used to put on like a little hoodie and stuff and go like to the deck or something, like hoop against some old white man. Nothing too crazy, you know. I wouldn't embarrass myself, but I got the fundamentals. I wouldn't get hurt. You know, I knew they take care of my body before the fight. They wasn't gonna foul me hard, but I'd get the workout and shit. Like, old boy who does the news, the sports shit for the news, Clint. His name's like Clint. I used to hoop with him. He like does like the little news covers for all the news. He can hoop. He got some threes in him, but like I haven't done it in a while. I got a little layup package. You know, if I heat up, you know, I got me some little box shots. And
Can you
shit.
dribble them?
Yeah, I mean, like I got me like a little. I'm athletic. You know, I'm the typical black guy. You know, in high school I was the black guy. You know,
Yeah.
track, the running back. You know,
Okay, so you
basketball, all that shit.
you're 70 overall, no badges.
Go ahead and give me an 84. No, go ahead and give me an 84. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it there. You know what I mean? A good little 84. Cause I can play defense. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. Give me a good 10 rebounds. No, I'm just playing. You know what I mean?
Come on,
I'll give me like a good little 71. Good little 71. You know?
No,
Damn! I'm like, damn! Like, how much more do I gotta go? Like, I'm not 71's being pretty, you know, decent
already
and
from.
shit. I'm a team player, you know what I
Okay,
mean? That's
okay,
what I can say.
okay,
I'm a team. I get the job. I'm like a Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean? I
Out of
get
all
the job
players,
done. I mean, he got the dubs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jordan before Dennis, after Dennis. What's the record? You know what I mean? I did my damn shit. No, but I like basketball. Like, damn, I just finished watching the series. Just finished watching Curry and the boys lose. Well, not Curry. He got hurt and shit. But I mean, like, I just finished watching this series. So I'm a huge fan of sports. I like basketball.
yeah, I know Tatum, right? He got his ankle hurt.
Yeah, he's out
Yeah,
too. But I
Tatum.
feel like that's like every year. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like these past few years in the NBA, like every major series we get, somebody hurt. Like some superstar and shit. Like as soon as Steph got hurt, I was like, that's it. Like,
I think it's
as soon as he got hurt, I was like, that's a fucking wrap. Like and fucking all them down there doing the thing, Randall down there. I'm like, yeah.
How do you feel about Luka being traded to the Lakers?
I mean, they obviously didn't do shit. I mean, at first I felt good about it. I guess we'll just see next year. But I mean, I feel like ever since KD, when KD went to the Warriors, I feel like super teams just aren't as like successful. Like I don't know what it is. I just feel like when you have like a basic team is like beating a super team nowadays. Like you have that super team with the Lakers and shit, but like
there's more talent now.
They didn't have no center. You know what I mean? So if you don't have no fucking big guy, like no matter how good that damn team is on paper, looking back at it, like it still didn't matter because you don't have a big man getting the rebounds and fighting the boards and shit. Like you're gonna fucking lose the game. Like you can't win 6 games, you know, like that. And so I just feel like that's what the games come through now. So even with Luka being there, like they might lose the same way next year. I think LeBron's gonna come back. People are saying he might retire, but I think he'll come back next year. He'll play one more year with them. I feel.
Probably his last year.
Yeah, I think next year will definitely be his last year. But like, I just don't see like they just have to make a simple change. I feel just getting a fucking center. You know what I mean? Someone big. But I just think that's what the NBA. I think that's interesting. I remember at one point in time, like we're seeing like these huge teams form, and we're like, oh, this is it. Like you know, this team, like who the fuck's gonna beat this team now?
Yeah.
But, like I said, ever since the Warriors and the KD little matchup, it's been different. I feel like it just feels like the fundamentals have been winning lately. So I feel like the Timberwolves are gonna do something. I feel like they can. They got the young talent. You know what I mean?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards, pretty much like the new LeBron, not the new LeBron. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out this year, and shit. Hopefully the Cowboys do something too. Everybody relax. No, not
Don't
to
tell
look.
me that's a team.
This nigga, it is, man. I can't help it, bro. Fuck, ain't doing shit for themselves. Like, I know we ain't gonna do shit as soon as we catch Dak. As soon as Dakota, I can't call him Dak until he does something. We wins 2 playoff games, I can call him Dak.
Would
You
you
see that they
take?
just traded George Pickens?
What that's gonna do? Ain't gonna do shit. We still got Dakota throwing to him.
You got CeeDee Lamb. Then
We got Dakota throwing interceptions. It doesn't matter. I don't care if we got fucking prime Jerry Rice. Like, it wouldn't matter, man. Like when you got Dakota back there throwing the ball, the defense iffy. The defense is alright, but we ain't got no running back. We get rid of all our damn running backs. We got back Zeke for damn what? You know what I mean? Yeah. Get rid of Tony Pollard and shit. So I don't know. We'll just see. I kind of had a realization like 3 years ago. It was kind of depressing. I was like by myself. It was like after the Cowboys lost. I think it was to the Packers. I think it was like a playoff game against the Packers. And I had like a realization. I was like, I may never live to see these guys go to a Super Bowl. Not win a Super Bowl. Just go to. And it kind of depressed me for a little bit. I was like, I'm kind of sad. It feels like Eagle fans have seen it, Patriot fans have seen it, like every other like fan I've been around have seen their team go. And like I'm just stuck with Dakota. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to Dak. I called him Dak that time. As a man, he's cool and stuff. But he seems cool. I don't know him, but shit, man. I just wish our team could do a fuck ton more. That's basically
if
it.
he was right here, bro, what would you tell him?
Fucking if he can go play for the Eagles, so he had a chance to fucking win. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm unhindering. Just like I'll take the criticism myself as a fighter. Like, you know what I mean? If I lose a fight in a bad way, I'll take people being like, hey man, that was a shitty performance. You know what I mean? Like you might need to work on your grappling. I feel like any athlete just feels the same way, and like I feel like I'm already getting a small taste of it, because that's people's go-to on online, especially if they don't know you. They're like, somebody's already got CTE, and you're like, shit, you know what I mean? Like as soon as they see you're a fighter, like, took too many punches to the head. I see, and you're like, all right, like, okay, mister, you lost to this guy, that's the biggest fear. He's like, you like talking shit to a guy. Like if I'm like talking to a girl, like her ex or something's talking shit, I talk shit to him. He like pulls up a fight where I lose. I'm like, hey bitch, that's on you. Like that's all you. He got me. Like you know what I mean? Like that's it.
Nah, hit him with the get in the ring real quick.
You know what I mean? That's how you can really say after that, well, I'll fight you. You know what I mean? Or like, I remember my daughter one time, she told me like, because my daughter watches my fights. I think that's what's cool. Like, she's not afraid at all. She watches all the shit. She loves it. Like, even my losses, she'll watch my losses and like show them to me. She's so weird like that. Like, she'll be like, you see this? Like I don't know. And I'm like, yeah. So I remember one night we're talking. She's like, what if someone like breaks it? We're talking about monsters and stuff. I was like, if a monster's in the closet, I'm gonna fuck him up. Like this left hand, no one answers to his left hand. Like they can clock anybody. She's like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter. She's like, what if they put you in an arm bar? And I like lost by an arm bar. In one of my fights, she saw it. I was like, well, damn, baby. You know what I mean? Like,
got me there.
But shit, you know what I mean? Like, we're fucked. Daddy got one arm. Like, you better learn how to dial 911. Like, someone comes in and arm bars me. Like, but I don't know. I think that's kind of cool with it. It does help, though, having a kiddo that kind of, supports you and stuff. She's pretty athletic, her damn self. So, I feel like it helps getting better at fighting as well. Because when you have a kiddo and stuff that supports you, and they're behind you all the time, and just kind of like hoping that you do better, it helps. And she also helps with the mask too. She helps like pick out what mask I should get and design and shit like that. She's very, very intertwined. Even when I come train, she likes to train with me. Like she's been in this, even this summer camp. I bet she'll come to Legends again for like the little summer boxing camp and stuff like that. So
shout out Martin.
Yeah, shout out to Martin. You know what I mean? Out here getting the kids out of the streets, you know what I mean? That way she's not breaking shit in the house. She's out here punching bags and shit like that. So I think that's good. I feel like if we had something like that growing up, it'd be a lot different. So shit, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she'll be the next big thing. You know what I mean? She'll be like the queen killer or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah, making me some damn money. Making me some bread. I'm just getting punched in the face for money. You feel me? Look,
you be coaching.
Yeah, I gotta build her up so that I'm watching her cut weight and get punched in the face.
And I ain't gotta spend 2-3 years and forget.
You feel me? Just putting into the making. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right.
Project Queen Killer.
That's it. Project Queen Killer starting right now.
That's a documentary right there.
Yeah, it's in Dagestan. It's in Dagestan. 2-3 years, just forget about it. She's gonna come back, shave her head, what I mean? Grow a little beard and shit like that. I'm like, you're ready, brother. You're ready. You're ready, brother.
She come back.
Come back all jacked.
Put you in the crazy
Kill everybody. Smash everybody, brother. Smash everybody. Don't care. Smash everybody. Salam alaikum. You know what I mean? Salam alaikum.
Growing up, did you grow up with a group of people you ever fight with or just play fight with?
Yeah, well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, my brother, when me and my brother were growing up, WWE, that was our main thing.
That's what we were.
Yeah, we slam each other and shit. So that's how I actually ran into fighting. I was looking for a WWE event to watch, and I ran into a UFC event. So I went to a UFC event. Anderson Silva beating the fuck out of Rich Franklin. So I was like, I want to do that. I think that's cool. But yeah, growing up, especially in high school, I think my senior year was the only year I didn't get into a fist fight in. But growing up, I fought a lot. It was my thing. Some fights were just for fun. I see someone's a good fighter, and I'd be like, hey, dude, let's meet in the bathroom. Pause. You know what I mean? And just squabble up. You know what I mean? Or in the locker room, or in the field house, or behind the bleachers or whatever, and just throw hands. And so I think that's why I have a lot of fans from high school, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends from high school are it's typical that I'm fighting right now, because they knew growing up, that's all I basically did, every year, just fighting somebody. So yeah, growing up I fought a lot. I did some kind of fight clubs or something, in high school. I'd be let's have a little tournament, you know what I mean?
Hey, let's go to Zally real quick.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's what we had for slap boxing. You remember Kick?
Yes.
We had a Kick group chat, and we just be like, all right, this dude and this dude in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we go and slap boxing.
Exactly. Our thing growing up was body boxing at first, so I started off just body boxing, punching to the body. And then once I started wrestling more and watching fighting, I was like, I just want to fight people. And it was kind of unfair because once I started wrestling, shit, I can just double leg everybody. I could take the fight wherever I wanted, and then all I really needed growing up was a leg kick and a double leg. As soon as I learned that, especially since I was in a southpaw stance, and most other fighters in street fights were in an orthodox stance with their right hand back on my left hand, it just made it so much easier for me to do takedowns, trips, the outside leg kick, and they didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, I just throw like a left high kick over and over, just spam it, like, which I wouldn't suggest throwing head kicks in a street fight. Like, it's usually gravel and shit. Like, you're gonna slip. Leg kicks 100% effective. Like, every leg kick I threw was working out. Takedowns too, but yeah, that's when I realized. But street fights are also very, like, more like grimy, and so that's why I also feel more comfortable going into like the octagon or the cage, because in street fights I was getting head butted and fucking scratched and like
eyes poked.
Yeah, people biting you and shit, grabbing your clothes. Yeah, I've been bit a whole bunch of shit. People will bite you. Like, if you fight someone drunk, like, a drunk man will bite the shit out of you, man. Like, no hesitation. Like, but I was drunk too, so I couldn't feel it. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, elbow yeah, he's all biting me. I'm like, bitch. I'm trying to elbow one off. I almost bit him back, bit his forehead off. Biting now. Like, but nah, I mean, like, so once I kind of do that, that also does help going to like an MMA fight. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna get fucking big, like, like
that's what that is.
Yeah, like, you're not gonna fucking scratch me. Like, I'm not gonna fucking scrape my knee against the fucking gravel on the fucking alley. Like, my elbows and shit. Like, if I fall, I'm gonna hit the mat. Like, I'm cool. Like, he can't soccer kick me unless we're like in pride. Like, that's the thing. Like, if I fight in a street fight, he'd just be like, just get to stomping my ass. You know what I mean? GTA style, GTA 6. We just gotta survive until 2026. It's coming out. So I know. Just gotta survive. It's fucking coming out. So I mean, shit. So I guess that did kind of help, honestly. Like, the little street fights and shit. Yeah. And step into the cage. I'm like, all right, like, it can't be this fucking bad, man. Like, so street fighting does help. I can say that if you grow up street fighting and shit, it's not as bad. Yes and no, I can say, because it's more technical to a sense. So I'm like, yeah, it's not as bad, but at least in a street fight, I know, like, first 20 seconds, this motherfucker's going to be tired. Like he's going to be worn out. Like, he's not going to know what the fuck to do with his body after 20 seconds, and he's exhausted. But if you're in a real fight, you know what I mean? Like, in MMA fight, like, this guy could be ready to go for a fucking hour. Like, some guys just have good cardio and shit, and I'm like, shit. Like, I got to be ready. Like, in a street fight, I hit a guy with a clean 1-2. He might be just contemplating, like, oh shit, like, what the fuck am I doing? But in the fight, you hit a guy with a 1-2. He's like, woo, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking ready, you know? Like, yeah.
Every time every time he get hit good, he starts smiling.
So I'm saying,
when I fought in Albuquerque, he hit me with a clean uppercut and then landed. Yeah. And I didn't feel it. Yeah. But I was like, all right, let's fucking go. And they were saying that I was smiling, but I didn't notice it when I was in the fight.
Some of those things just kind of wake you up. You know what I mean? Like, some of those shots and shit, you feel them and you're like, all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're like, all right, I'm here. You know what I mean? Because first you like kind of feel like on edge with it. Like, I'm a little nervous still. Like, I still feel a little cold, you know, like a little raw, like I'm not ready to go.
Like, you feel tense, like you feel the butterflies.
Yeah, like, especially like hearing the sound. I think the weirdest thing for me is hearing the sound of like the canvas when you walk out. Like, you feel naked for one, but like hear like my feet like against like the mat when I'm walking, like the bounce of it and shit. I'm like, shit, why does it sound so fucking loud? But then, like you said, you get that first hit in and shit, and you're like,
like what helps me is I like to be on my toes and just jump up. Yeah. And move my head a little bit. Mm-hmm. And after I get punched a few times, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, you take like the first few punches and you're like, all right, like it's a fight. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, but with me, it's like the first, like, usually like the few leg kicks or grappling exchanges, because they piss me off. Like, shit like that annoys me. I'm like, I take like 2 or 3 leg kicks and I'm like, all right, like, I'm sick of this shit. Like, you're not gonna sit there and fucking kick me the whole time. Or like, if I'm getting grappled a lot, like usually like the last round or something, like a good grappling exchange, I'm like, I'm just gonna start fucking punching the shit out of you. Like, it's the same thing. Like, you just get kind of like into that zone with it. So,
have you ever gotten rocked where you like start losing your balance and everything?
Oh yeah, like my first fight, I fought Cody Steele. He's now in the UFC. He just now fought. He got fight of the night a couple of events ago. He's a black belt. He's a jackass black belt. It's pretty much like a jackass episode for me. I was like, fighting this black belt. That's when I knew there was levels to it, and like that's when I knew I should start thinking about training elsewhere, doing different things, because this guy was training all around the world. Like, he was literally training with UFC fighters. He's trained with UFC champions. He literally went to Russia and like trained his wrestling, and like went to Thailand and like trained his striking. And so I'm like, fuck it, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna fight this guy. And the first round was good for me, actually. Like, I was out striking him, I was doing real good. And that's when I kind of got my confidence striking wise. I was like, all right, I'm able to do this against someone who's all around the world. But what he did good with was he mixed up his takedowns very well. And so he shot like 2 or 3 times. He got me down like once. And so once I started thinking about the takedowns, I kept dipping my head every time he came in, and he picked up on it very well. And we went to like a weird scramble, and like he started swinging, and I ducked down thinking a takedown was coming. This fool uppercutted me to my dome so hard, and he hit me, and I didn't even know what the fuck hit me. Like, that was the first time I've been hit, and like, I didn't know what the fuck happened. Like, it hit me, and like, I remember just looking up and like just not being able to walk. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. And I could see him, and I could think and see straight and stuff, but I just couldn't walk. Like, my legs weren't working, and I was still slipping his punches and stuff. He was swinging at me, but I was just like stumbling around. You can see the video. Like, I think they may have took it off YouTube, but I still have the video of it because I was so confused. And I was like, what the fuck? I remember going to my corner, like just walking, like, and still confused and sitting down. And for me, I was confused because that lost me the round. I feel like the round was actually in my favor besides that takedown. I was out striking him and just moving very well. And even his takedowns, I showed real good takedown defense. So I was feeling confidence. I was like, holy shit. So I didn't know what the fuck happened. And then, first I got hit in the body. So at first he hit me in the body, and it did stun me. The body shot did, so I thought he was going to shoot after that. But after the body shot, that's when I got hit in the head, but I didn't know what the fuck hit me. So like after I still felt the body shot, but after that I kind of blacked out for a little bit and like woke up and I was just dizzy. And I sat down on my stool, and I remember I was still like rocked, and my coaches were talking, but I couldn't hear them because it sounded just like, and I was like, what the fuck? And like the lights were like going and the music's playing, and I'm like feeling my head now. I feel like this huge fucking knot. And I look at the screen, like, and I see it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like, they're like putting ice on it, and they're like, don't look at it, you know, they're like, focus, you know, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, and I was so confused. Like, that was the first time in a fight where I was like, what is happening? Like, you know, like, I can't feel my legs, like, and even still, like, when I stood up, I still just felt like, and like, when people say it, like, your legs are gone, it is weird. Like, you feel there, like, your mind feels normal, like, just how you feel right now, but if you just stood up, like, imagine if you just couldn't walk,
Your
like,
legs are just
they're just gone, bro. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, I'm just so confused. And the ref came up to me, like, I remember at the end of the round, he stood me up, and he was like, walk towards me. I just shook my head. I didn't walk towards him because I couldn't walk. I knew I'd stumble. He's like, walk towards me, and I was like, walk towards me, and I was like, I just put my hands up, and I gotta let him know I'm ready to go. And he was like, if you don't show me something, I'm gonna stop the fight. And I was like, all right. So in my mind, I was like, flying knee. Like, this is the worst. This is the worst. You still see this on UFC highlights. They'll still show this on like his little highlights and stuff. You'll see it. Now that I tell the story, like, watch it every time he fights. They'll show the fucking highlight. And so I'm like, flying knee. It's gonna land, bro. Just throw it. Don't even fucking think about it. Just go out there and throw this knee. Like a couple jabs, feints, throw the knee, it'll land, and you'll end the fucking fight and go home. That's it. I'm still just confused. Like, in my mind, like, I think this is gonna work. So I get out there. And like, as soon as I like leave the ground, I'm like, I'm fucked. I'm off balance. I'm like, I jump out weird. As soon as I land, like, he looks at me like I'm stupid. He takes like an inch back and like throws just like a small hook. I go right back down. Like, I'm like, oh my God. But this one didn't hurt me as much as the last one. Like, I fell down and I was more open to it. And then he gets on top and submits the fuck out of me. Like, and I get wrestled while I'm like loopy and shit. Like, that was confusing. Like, getting wrestled while that was happening, like, that felt like you're like on a roller coaster, literally. Like, you're like on a ride at the fair. Like, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, he's like, the arms and shit. Like, you're listening to your coaches and like the room spinning. And I'm like, oh my God.
Bro,
like,
you think, get off me.
Yeah, everyone's like screaming at you and shit. The crowd still, kick his ass. Fuck you, Freeman. I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, you know, like, I don't know you guys. I'm just here. Like, exactly how it fucking went. But yeah, that was the first time I was fucking rocked. Like, besides then, I've been hurt. But not like that. Like, Cody still, but seeing his fights after, he was knocking people the fuck out, like, clean cold. So I was like, all right, it makes sense. Like, I felt bad after the fight. I was like, God damn, like, I've never been hit like that. But like, seeing what he did to other grown men, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I did good.
I didn't knock me out like that. But like, yeah, man, like, that confused me. That put me in survival mode. Like, that was the most confused I've been in the fight, where I got hit and I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened, where the fuck I am. Like, even after the fight, like I had a hard time remembering even what occurred before the punch. Like I had to watch the replay to even see what I got hit with. So yeah, there's definitely some punches like some people just have that fucking raw power when they hit you real good, real well, where you just like,
bro, you know Chubbs?
yeah.
Bro, he's the one that got me like that.
Yeah.
I walked into a check hook.
Yep.
And it was like a switch.
Yep.
Like it just went. My vision started going away. Your ears started ringing, then my whole body felt cold.
Yep.
And I looked at the clock. I was like over there coming this way.
Yep.
And it was like 47 seconds left. I was like, fuck, bro, I'm out of fall if I get hit again.
Exactly.
I fucking locked in.
Just lock in there,
And I tell myself, don't fall.
Same. Hit me with a clean 1, 2, 3, 2, and I was in the corner. He would have clean like combo, like bing, and I was like, oh shit, shit. But I think Bobo was the one who fucking rocked the fuck out of me, like our last fucking train, knocked the mouthpiece out and everything. It was a clean uppercut, like it was like a fucking 3 or 4 piece, and I can end it with just uppercut. And like you said, it was just that snap where I was like, oh shit, like
bro. Bobo one time. As soon as we got in there, bro, it was 6 straight jabs, boom, 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 fast as fuck.
Yeah.
I was trying to move out the way, he hit me there, and then I couldn't do shit about it.
But he let me live. He gave me confidence like the first 20, 30 seconds. Like I was jabbing him, you know what I mean, landing my shit on the outside. I think he was just reading. So I was like, oh shit, like this is gonna be a fucking easy little sparring section. Like just gonna touch him up the whole time. Hell no. That last like little minute and a half, little 2 minute, he was like, all right, I got my reads. Fuck me up. So just piece me up. Like mink. You fought those small fast people where you're like, what the fuck, man? Like you can't see them. Like I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like I just feel like,
but when is this gonna end?
yeah, like literally, I'm like, what the shit? Like I'm looking at the clock and shit.
When Dion hit me with that mean ass right here, I said, damn.
But not what Dion did to you.
Oh, bro. He's like,
What did you with?
I love you, but you're an asshole. Fucking, it was my birthday. You want some?
He was hitting him with a body shot, but he was like, let me hit you with a body shot. So he fucking put his hands up. And this dude, he threw the right hand to the side, and he let go of his breath. As soon as he let go of his breath, he hit him with an uppercut right here.
Ah, man.
That shit like a buzzer, and I fell for it.
Oh, man, look. Body shots.
Too.
I tell people all the time, I'd rather get hit in the head. Like,
Yeah.
a clean body shot would, like, ruin your whole damn fucking night. Like, you'll be gagging and shit. Like, it is the worst. I've been hit. It was a body kick. I've been hit with. I even hit with a clean. It was John King. Yeah.
No.
Hit me with a clean body kick, and I was like, you just fold. I think that's what's crazy about it. Like, you don't even think about it. You just like fold like a pile of fucking bricks. You're just like, yeah, you know, just like you better throw up and shit like that. Get to gagging and shit. So I mean, definitely feel that. So them body shots are the worst. I'd rather get hit in the head, honestly, than get hit in the body. Because then for the rest of the night, I'm gonna be fucked up, be gagging shit. I'm gonna have to go home and tell my girlfriend I can't move and shit. You all right?
Once those 2 minutes are up, but you just be hurting.
As long as 2-3 minutes, and your whole body gets weak. But it's
Yeah.
not even that it hurts.
Bro,
it's that it knocks the wind out of you.
body
Like
hits, bro.
motherfucker.
Like it makes me feel like I need to take a shit.
Yeah.
Bro. Like that ass. It makes me feel like damn. Like,
Yeah. Some of them will lock your ass the fuck up. Where I'm like,
bro, you get stiff.
It's like a chain.
Yeah.
exactly.
You get.
I'm ready to fucking go to the bathroom. I gotta throw up. Like you start sweating and shit. I'm like, oh fuck
cold
that.
sweats
Like,
and
yeah, and it's like
Cold
you feel
sweats
like a
like a
bitch because like you don't want to drop in front of everybody. Like you know you want to get up from a body shot, but like
Mind you, everyone's watching you.
I know everyone's
Oh,
like, no one has sympathy. Everyone's like, get up, you know. You're like, oh fuck, you know.
Like when Chubbs got me with that fucking check hook, everybody was watching. I was like, bro, it'd be so embarrassing if I just get dropped.
I know, because you know no one's gonna be like gonna step in there and be like, you better get your ass up. So I'm like, oh fuck.
But after the round, it was like, you're doing good, but you ready for another one? And I couldn't understand what he said, but I was like, no, bro, I can't even fucking hear you right now.
Bro,
I'm good.
that day where Jose made me spar everybody in the gym, like back to back to back to back, bro. Like 5th round, I was like, I'm about to get knocked out by a little kid. Because they keep throwing the hands. Like when you're tired and shit, the little kids just fucking throwing like 20-piece combos. I was like, I'm about to get fucking dropped. Like I can't breathe. I can barely, like your shoulders just fucking burning. Like just fucking on fire. Like putting up your hands hurts. Like I'm like, I can't even defend myself. Like
Look,
like
And
shaking.
if you
just
get hit with
trying
a body shot at that state, bro,
Bro, like literally the whole time. So I just take the face hits at that point. Like I'm just not gonna get hit in the body anymore. Like I'm gonna crumble. So you just kind of like protect your body. You just sitting there getting boxed up the whole time in the fucking head.
Have you done the tire drill here?
Yeah.
Well,
You sit there.
Bro, I love the tire drill.
I did it with Jaleel. He fucking killed my ass.
Jaleel fucked me up too, bro.
Jaleel and his.
Low key, I'm a dickhead when it comes to tire drill. I'll hit shoulders like a motherfucker.
See,
He's one
That's
of those
how
dudes
it's
that
supposed to
fucking-
be.
all your little shoulder bump and
always
shit.
doing this shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Izzy be teaching me to, when they throw it, catch it, and then boom.
Yeah,
right
little
there.
chop,
Yeah.
little body chop
But
he
you catch
throws.
their arm right here.
Yep.
So they can't move it, and then you just
Boop,
sneak
yep.
one in.
Boop, boop, a little chop. Easy teaches a little chop and shit. And then Easy and Jaleel will make me step out the tire like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I'll step out. I'm like, hold up, hold up,
Or
hold
the
up.
elbows.
Yeah, yeah, the little,
Jaleel stuck his elbow out, and my shit still hurts. It was like
yeah, just like a little like
to this
that little
day.
little thing they do right
Little
there. To fucking, I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, you box some of those guys, they're like wizards.
Jordan.
You know what I mean?
Is he?
Yeah.
When I sparred
Jordan.
him, he's the one that cracked my nose, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
And I can't breathe through my right nostril.
my older brother?
Oh hell.
Bro, I swear, he just knows shit. Like, I swear, he sees it, thinks about it, how to do it, imagines it, and then just do it.
Yeah.
Because I forgot what we were doing, bro, but I threw a punch at him, and he just did, and I just hit the elbow.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, bro. I was like, damn, where'd you even learn that shit from?
Yeah.
Like, I swear, was it Axel? Did he learn that from MMA or what? Because I threw a punch at John one time, and he just put his elbow up, and I just hit the fuck out his elbow. I think it was your dad that taught him that. Oh, yeah, maybe. But he did, bro. He kept doing that every time because I low-key had anger issues, like
Yeah.
like a motherfucker when I was a kid. Ask any of them, bro. They know. But I'd fight my brother. I mean, he's always beat my ass, you know, because
Yeah.
he's the older brother. You know, he needs
Yeah.
to.
It's always the older brothers that beat your ass like that. But I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
I know what you mean, man. Like sometimes people just wizards to the fucking sport. Like they just know little small shit.
Like the techniques and shit.
Yeah.
Like they just.
Yeah, and I really
Download that
see it
shit.
in like grappling was like someone would like give me the submission or something while we're training and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? You know,
Yeah.
and like even sparring, like if you spar your coach, like that's the best example. Like sparring your coach should be like like studying fucking like space science. You know what I mean? Like it should be just
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
He taught you everything you know, so he knows how to fuck.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck, like, cause they'll hit you with shit. Like I'll spar Martin sometimes, and like he'll just hit me with like basic shit, and I'm like, how the fuck did I get hit by that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like a 1-1-2.
Or like when I sparred Martin,
yeah,
I seen an opening, and he
Yeah.
kind of he just backed up. I was like, oh, he could have killed me right there.
yeah, yeah, and that's the worst thing. Like when they show you, like I could murder you right now.
He told me after, he was like, I could have killed you.
Yeah, like
fuck you.
when they show you like the little moves and stuff, or like they like pull off of a punch or something like that, and you're like, oh shit, like that would have been it. Like I do that too. Like I throw a left hand with him, and he'll like match with the right hand, and he'll just touch it, and I was like, fuck, that'd have been it. Like if he would have threw that bitch, like
I'm done.
I'd have been fucking face down, ass up.
Thank God he showed some mercy.
That'd have been it. I'd have been fucking ugly with it. So I mean,
That's my biggest fear, bro. Getting knocked out anywhere, bro. It don't matter if I'm like in the ring or in the street fights, bro. If I get
I'd rather
knocked out
get
and
knocked
look
out easy,
ridiculous,
bro.
bro, that's my biggest fear.
that's what Charleston White said. He said, once I get knocked down the street fight, I'm getting up and shooting everybody recording. anybody recording it.
Hey, I get that though.
I'm
Bro,
getting
you
there.
could be recorded.
You feel me?
I'm messing with you, bro.
It's already worse, like in the ring and stuff, like losing by like TKO or anything like that. I'm like, oh fuck no, like that's my biggest fear. I'm like, nah, you gonna have to submit me. You gonna have to submit me or something. You
Put
gonna
me
have
to sleep.
Yeah, you gonna put me in a fucking armbar. You ain't finna fucking knock
Pause,
me out.
pause.
Hey. Too late.
No, I said it, bro. I said it.
And it's too late. But yeah, no, I feel the
Shit.
same way. I feel like being knocked out is like one of those things. Hell no, I can't get knocked out like that.
No, yeah.
Gotta get submitted or some shit.
Like even if I do get knocked out, as long as I don't look like too stupid when I fall or some shit, or like I don't fall like.
But I don't think you can control it.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying.
I just hope I don't fall and just start, you know what I'm saying? Start just tweaking.
Yeah, start tweaking out.
Yeah,
Like
like if I start doing that, bro, at that point I'm getting up and genuinely just,
family crying and shit. Family watching you fucking crying.
bro, especially if they're watching, bro. Hey, I gotta fight them next.
But I'd love to laugh after the fight.
That's why I gotta fight you next, bro.
Your friends gonna be making fun of you and shit. Oh, what you gonna do? Get knocked out? You know, I'm like, oh shit,
At
man.
that point, bro, I can't even roll my mouth. It's just, hey,
Yeah,
let's run this out real quick.
Yeah, some shit you can't even respond to. You just got to beat them up.
Or, bro, just sit there, just like, you right.
Yeah, that's it. So
I'll be better.
That's what they do. They bring up my fights. Oh, don't let me go get one of your opponents. Let me just beat them up. Wake you up. That's it.
I think the only time I ever like actually felt like hurt was I was like me and like some of my cousins. Sometimes we would like just fight like the neighborhood right there. Just put some gloves on.
Yeah.
And just throw hands right here on the concrete. And he's like, he's kind of my cousin, but it's more like my godmother's son. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I've always went against him, so it's like whatever. I'll just, easy work.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, he hit me with a slip, and then he threw the hook like under. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that shit hit me right here in my temple, bro. My hand said, I damn near dropped, but I like caught myself. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I blinked with my eyes open. That's how I felt.
Every single grown man should be rocked at least once in their life. just to see how it fucking feels at least one time in their
That shit
life.
humbles the fuck out of you.
Been like
humbles you.
thrice for me, brother.
it does. That's you're fucking human. I'm like, all right, let me stay in the gym a little longer and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Some
It's like,
people
don't get
need
too
to get
cocky.
hit.
Yeah.
Some grown men need to get hit.
Yeah, everybody needs to get punched in the face at least one time. I say that. You got to get punched in the face one time as a fucking man.
Yeah, I feel like once you get that like punch like hard, like after that, you're like, okay, I could do this.
Yep.
Well, everybody should learn how to box or something.
Yeah,
too,
just at least bare minimum.
everybody comes in here, I can fight.
Yeah.
And then this shit humbles the fuck out of you.
Exactly. They realize they fucking can't fight.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
Cause I was a football player, so I was always like on that shit.
Yeah, like I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna beat everybody's ass and shit like that.
My first
Then you
fucking
get hit.
sparring session, bro. About this black dude from Panther.
I already know what you're talking about. I already know what you're talking about. Yeah. I already know what you're talking about. I sparred him too.
Nah,
The
bro,
first time I
I'm
sparred
good.
was with Nadia.
Yeah.
And she rocked my shit. I was like, damn. I was saying start, and then Nate got in there and fucking hit me with a body shot and dropped my ass.
You had to take that knee.
She be piecing niggas up.
Bro,
How do you be doing people dirty in the fucking ring? I love seeing her spar fucking man. I'm like, God.
bro, they told me you're gonna spar her next week. I was like, bro, I'm gonna spar the girl, bro. Like, I was kind of going easy, and then she hit the fuck out of me.
Yep.
I was like, nah,
Nah.
bro. That's crazy.
She's fucking good, bro. Like, and you said who dropped you with the body shot after that?
Nate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nate's
Bro.
crazy
He said he had just learned that lateral step, and then with the
Yeah.
so he tried that shit out on me. It was my first time sparring, bro.
Hey, he had it down
That's
after
what
that.
you gotta
bro.
do. You gotta practice on the new people. You know what I mean? Get a little small steps down the fucking beginners and shit like that.
Yeah.
Get right. But hell yeah, bro. I mean, it's good to be in here with a lot of fucking fighters, though. That's a real thing. I mean, I'm glad to see that people are trying to fight more. Like, even a podcast of fighters is new. You know, when everyone just stepped in there, put on a headgear at least one time and sparred through a punch and shit. Like, that's cool because doing podcasts with guys that fought, it's just like you relate to them a lot better. Even if you guys haven't stepped in, professionally or stepped in MMA wise, like, exactly how it is to be tired, to be punched in the face, to have to push through, like,
Body shot.
yeah,
Bro,
those last minutes.
body
and, like,
shots.
Be training.
Bleeding from the nose and shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
Cutaway
he's the
fucking
only one
sucks.
that ever made me bleed through my nose. But I will say this: I wasn't here long enough because I didn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
To get in there like how I wish I could have.
Yeah.
Like I know the only times I ever got in there was with them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, you get it now.
but he was the first one to ever make my nose bleed.
Yeah, I think I
Cause
remember.
he got
Nah,
big hands.
Remember
bro.
one time we were drinking and we started shadow boxing and I accidentally hit you. Your nose started bleeding.
I was drunk, but I don't remember.
Bro, I don't remember.
I mean,
My bad, brother.
I think you
Nah,
sparred me
low-key.
once. I think you sparred me. I think he dropped me. I can't remember.
Nah, I don't think so.
I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
I love to see you humble, bro.
It was a big fucking. I thought it was you. It was a big Mexican guy. I remember that guy. Very stocky guy. I swear to God we did. I was saying like I can't remember, but it was a while back. Do you remember? It was a long time ago. It was when we had like it was like some kind of event, and then I showed up drunk, and then Martin said like we're gonna drink and like have a barbecue, and he's like we're sparring, and I was like what the fuck? Like, I was like, we or y'all? Like he was like you got your gear, and I was like. I got on shorts. She's like, well, I got headgear and gloves. It was lit. It was like one of my favorite sparring sessions I ever had. I was like, I should spar drunk more often.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah. It was lit as fuck. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Most of my best sessions are when I'm fucking, especially when I'm doing like kickboxing and Muay Thai. If I show up fucking stoned or zooted, fucking untouchable, bro. Like I'm like moving out of the way of shit.
Slow motion.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, like you know what I mean? Like
the
On the Matrix, bro.
yeah, I'm like, what was that?
I get in my head too much, but I did that shit one time in here, and I was like, oh, I look stupid, bro. Everybody's fucking looking at me.
I know, I feel like
Get in my
awkward
head.
like shit. But the best times is like when we're not sparring, like, bro, like when we go do those runs, oh my god, when I'm high, bro, holy shit.
could run
I'm
Bro.
fucking flying.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
can do this
remember?
shit forever.
I think my best run ever. They were there to witness it. It was at Medi Park,
Yeah.
and I ran like half. Nah, like what 70% of it, like straight, no stop.
Real?
No stop. And I always stopped at least like 5 times.
Yeah,
Yeah, cause you know I didn't really have the conditioning like that.
yeah.
But you know we did our little thing beforehand.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, fuck it. I started running, and I was like, bro, I just don't feel tired.
That's what I mean. It's like weird. It's like you just get into a zone or something.
Like you're running on clouds.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Fresh air, you know what I mean? Like it was like cold.
He's like, it feel good. It feel good just going way
That's
down.
not how I meant that.
It came out. I was playing. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'm unbeatable. Spoke before. I did smoke before one fight. Never smoked before a fight. I was beating his ass and I lost. That's why I was like, don't ever do that in your fucking life. Like, I don't know what I was fucking thinking. I was like, I just felt so overconfident fighting this motherfucker. I was like, I can just get
Bro.
fucking stoned. Like, don't ever do that.
It's like the universe can tell when you're overconfident, bro. It like gives
It
you a
does.
life lesson right there.
It does. Like I took him down like 6 times. I was like, oh hell yeah, this is the best thing ever coming. And I took him down again. I was like, oh, I think I'm in an arm bar. Yeah, I was like, it's actually kind of deep. I was like, oh fuck. Like literally. Pause. 2 balls. Take it out.
You said it too.
Take it out.
Keeping it here.
Take it out. There's no way to say an arm bar is deep without it being a ball.
And then the way you said it too, it's
I
kind
know, I was like,
of
it's kind of deep. You know, like when I said it, yeah, that was weird. It's kind of tight. That's what I mean. I'm right. There's no, it was about to break. Like, there's no way to fucking just put that term.
It was like that.
He had it secure. He had a secure arm bar. The arm bar was secure, and I didn't like that. And I was like, holy shit, like I can't get out of this. Like I think I'm in this. Like this is it. Yeah, I know. This is real life. Like, he's about to fucking tap me out, this little bitch. Like, yo, that's one fight out of all fights I wish I could to get back. Cause I was like, damn, like
I could have done better.
yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck. Like, that just shows being overconfident where I get you. Like, that was the one fight I was definitely overconfident in. That little bitch got me.
But I've heard multiple times, but it's always great. It's always way better to be nervous, like before a fight.
You better be. I mean, like Mike Tyson said, if you're not nervous, you're a fucking psychopath. Like, you
would cry before his fight.
yeah. Because, I mean, like, in all honesty, that's how you feel. Like, before every fight, literally, like, you should have a feeling like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, literally, like, you're like, why am I doing this? Like,
I'm about to step out there.
yeah, like I'm about to step out and just fight someone for what? You know what I mean? Like I could be doing something else right now. I could be in the crowd watching. You know, I could be doing that. I could be watching my homies fight, and that's less stressful. You know, less nerve-wracking, I should say. Like, what the fuck am I doing? But then, you know, once you're getting after it and just training with it, like you just kind of remember why you do it, and like just all the good shit that comes along with it. But 100% though, like the nerves are so crazy before every fight. Like even when you're fully confident, like if I feel like I'm gonna just go through and just run through this guy, like in my mind, like you're just like, what if I just catch a front kick to the face? What if I just go out there and just fucking this guy just catches me with a mean overhand I don't see coming, and like I'm rocked, it just changes the fucking fight. Like what if I fucking sprain my ankle fucking walking into the fucking, you know, the cage? You know, I met a guy who fucking KO'd himself by jumping, like trying to get into the cage, and he hit the fucking bar and like fucking KO'd himself before the damn fight. That's what I'm saying. Like
all that training just for that bullshit.
just for that moment, you know what I mean? So I'm like, that's what I mean, like little shit like that. Like
So you're overthinking basically.
yeah, you will overthink, and so that's why my best thing is to not like overthink and try to get to the cage until I'm like there. Like then that's when I focus on it. So before the fight, like I don't even try to think about it. I think about the crowd, like everything else but the fight, until like I'm there, like calling into the cage, like then I'm like, all right. And he's walking out, or, you know what I mean, or they're announcing our names and shit like that. That's when I start thinking about it. Because other than that, I'll do the same thing. I'll just start fucking freaking out. Like, for me, it's fight day. Like, as soon as you wake up, you're like, I'm about to fight in a couple hours. Like, I'm about to fight. It's like a countdown. It's like I'm about to fight in 6 hours. I'm about to fight in 5 hours. I'm about to fight in 4 hours. I'm about to fight in 3. Yeah. Then you finally get out there and you're like, I'm about to fucking fight right now. You know, like you're about to walk out and shit. And just seeing all the people walk out before you and stuff. But it's also cool seeing like everyone else walk back in after their fights. The guys that win, you know, just seeing how relieved they are and just like, you're like, okay, I can't wait to be in that state. Like, all right.
Bro, like when I fought in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And Nate fought like 2 fights before me. So I was warming up and I was warming up on myself because Marlon was cornering him. And I just hear that announcer, out of the red corner, the winner, Nathaniel Chavez. And I was like, I got to fucking win now, you know?
You know what I mean? It does that. It does give you like a hell yeah. That's why I'm glad I went first this fight because I'm like, usually I see my friends go out there and I'm like, shit, nah, I can't. You know what I mean? Like, but I'll set the tone. I'm like, all right, now y'all got to go after me. You know?
You set it off.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Genuinely, like, right after, I mean, like, every fight after you was, like, pretty entertaining, but there was always,
the fucking energy changed after your fight, bro.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I always try to make it be that way. I always try to be like that switch in between, you know, try to get the crowd kind of involved in that way, kind of get that hype aspect of the fighting game.
I think
going.
it's your energy, bro. How you came in that bitch.
Yeah, you came out, but you could tell everybody's energy just boosted.
Nobody did that shit. You were the only one that really walked out like that, or the first one, really.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I kind of want that confidence. You know, I feel like coming out, you need that confidence and like to have the crowd involved. Just like I said, WWE, just like the crowd's involved. Like with those, every time you hear like your favorite wrestler's fucking theme song drop, you fucking go crazy. You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone's involved in shit. And so I figured if you make it somewhat like that, you know, and get those guys involved, like. Everyone's gonna remember it, you know what I mean, and like, they're not gonna. No one's gonna fucking help it. And the music too. The music is always a big deal. Like I always know my music choice. It's gonna be something, and I want something where like the good part's gonna like come like as I'm walking out. So usually like they'll tell you like come out whenever you're ready. So I like to listen to the music to get to my favorite part to walk out where it's like the most hype and shit. But picking songs like that everyone knows, hype songs that everyone knows and shit like that. And that also going to get you like hyped up and shit. And once that energy is like met and matched, as long as the performance follows and it matches the energy as well, the crowd will continue on. And you just got to hope that the rest of the fight card does their job and just keeps the energy going. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Now that we're on that topic, bro, what's your hype song?
I kind of have two, I guess. Like my two main ones would be "No Sunshine" by DMX. And then You Can't See Me by Tupac.
Okay.
But those are like for me personally. Like those are like when I walk out, those are the songs that I like to listen to. But when I do usually like pick a walkout song, usually it's for the crowd. You know what I mean? So if if it's like an important fight, then I'll usually choose like a song for me. Yeah. You know, but if it's a song that I want the crowd involved in, then I'll choose like a lit song that I know the crowd's gonna be able to sing along to and shit. You know what I mean? Sure. Yeah.
What song would that be? Some Future or something?
No, not any Future songs. It'd be an old school song because you got to realize like there'll be people there who watch me who are like maybe in their 40s who don't know like Future, Lil Baby, and all that. Yeah. But they know, they know NWA and Tupac. Right. You know what I mean? So I'd play like Boys in the Hood. You know what I mean? Like that'd be like that's one I want to come out to, but I gotta find the shorter version that just starts off with cruising down the street with my 6'4" instead of woke up quick about noon, because then I'll be sitting there in the back forever, like waiting for like the good part to start and shit. It's like a minute intro for that song, but that'll be like for one of my next fights. Will be definitely be that song, because I know everyone's going to be singing along to it. Everyone, as soon as you say cruising down the street with my 6'4", everyone automatically going to start singing after it and stuff like that.
Can't wait to be there.
Yeah, so that'll definitely be my next song. Anytime I choose a walkout song, it's for the crowd, mainly, usually. Yes and no. I mean, I listen to usually calm music, like leading up to the fight. Usually do a lot of doo-wop music, like the music like doo-da, doo-doom, doom, 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 like no instruments and shit, just their voices and shit. Like Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. Like I like that. I like listening to that. Sometimes some like orchestra type music, some kind of like African like instrumentals and stuff. some kind of calm, because like I said, it helps the nerves, because your nerves are going to be going fucking crazy before your fight. And so just something normal, and then like before the fight, then I'll start picking it up, like with the like more intense like rap, more heavier stuff, and then like before I'm like walking out and ready, and they're walking at me, it's already there. But before the fight, I always just try to stay calm and keep my nerves and stuff just as low as possible. So the music's pretty calm, because I figured like there's like experiments and stuff like that showed like, you know, when you listen to calm music, you're able to like to focus a little bit more and like stimulate shit instead of going fucking nuts and just listen to some crazy ass shit beforehand.
Or like classical music too.
Yeah, that's what I like classical, just slow. So, or I like just anything that's gonna help me relax, like I'm about to go to sleep. Anything that puts me in a state like I'm about to go to sleep. And then usually like an hour before my fight starts, I'm starting to see like 3 or 4 fights ahead. Then I'm like, all right, let me start getting a little sweat in, but I'm not trying to work out hard before my fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to go in there in like good condition.
Yeah, so that's basically it though.
That's crazy, bro. When I would come, like, to train, before, like, on the way here, listening to music, I'd play, like, Jaquise and shit.
Yeah.
Like, Summer Walker, like, all that fucking freak shit.
Summer Walker and shit.
That ass, like,
hey,
right,
You know what I mean? Like, you know, little slow jams or something like that, you know what I mean?
I feel it.
Little slow hours, you know. But it does help. I think that does help coming in before. It's going to help your nerves and your concentration, like, where I just I'm more calm, because it's already going to be intense. The fight's already intense enough. The walkout's already intense enough.
But I play like rock music before my fight.
Really?
I listen to rock music.
Intense rock music or like slow, like steady?
Classic rock.
Yeah.
Like Hotel California.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Have you seen the rain?
Red Hot Chili
Yeah.
Pepper, bro.
I can see that too, like good like jogging music. You know what I mean? Good like little high school workout music.
Some Bob Marley.
Yeah, they play.
Californication, bro.
Yeah, I like that song too. Like I can see that, like an old school little classic rock, like just something smooth. You can just kind of like, you know, nod your head to.
Do you want to shout out anybody, bro, or shout out anything?
Well, shit, man. I mean, shout out to Legends Boxing. You know what I mean. You guys as well, LMT Promotions, for making this possible.
The Friday show.
Yeah, you
The
know,
Friday show.
You know, Lone Star Jiu Jitsu. Those guys out there, you know, putting in work. And just the Amarillo local scene. Hopefully, we keep doing big things like this. I'm glad to see like guys, you know, from our community come together, do some big things. So